वनचारी यमुना तीरा वनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे जय राधा श्याम सुंदर राधे जय कृष्ण बलराम जय वृंदावन धाम जय गौनिताय जय गौनिताय जय जगत गुरु शिला प्रभुपदा जगत गुरु शिला प्रभुपदा हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल गौर प्रेमानंदे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया। भगवती उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। Hare Krishna. Welcome to everyone in this English session of Bhagavad Gita. Today we are going to study chapter 12, text 13 and 14. Adveṣṭā sarva-bhūtānāṁ maitraḥ karuṇa eva ca nirmamo nirahaṅkāraḥ sama-duḥkha-sukhaḥ kṣamī santuṣṭaḥ satatam yogī yata-ātmā dṛḍha-niścayaḥ mayy arpita-mano-buddhir yo mad-bhaktaḥ same priyaḥ adveṣṭā sarva-bhūtānāṁ maitraḥ karuṇa eva ca nirmamo nirahaṅkāraḥ sama-duḥkha-sukhaḥ kṣamī santuṣṭaḥ satatam yogī yata-ātmā dṛḍha-niścayaḥ mayy arpita-mano-buddhir yo mad-bhaktaḥ same priyaḥ adveṣṭā sarva-bhūtānāṁ maitraḥ karuṇa eva ca nirmamo nirahaṅkāraḥ sama-duḥkha-sukhaḥ santuṣṭaḥ satatam yogī yata-ātmā dṛḍha-niścayaḥ mayy arpita-mano-buddhir yo mad-bhaktaḥ same priyaḥ adveṣṭā sarva-bhūtānāṁ maitraḥ karuṇa eva ca nirmamo nirahaṅkāraḥ sama-duḥkha-sukhaḥ kṣamī santuṣṭaḥ satatam yogī yata-ātmā dṛḍha-niścayaḥ mayy arpita-mano-buddhir yo mad-bhaktaḥ same priyaḥ adveṣṭā sarva-bhūtānāṁ maitraḥ karuṇa eva ca nirmamo nirahaṅkāraḥ sama-duḥkha-sukhaḥ kṣamī santuṣṭaḥ satatam yogī yata-ātmā dṛḍha-niścayaḥ mayy arpita-mano-buddhir Yo mad-bhaktaḥ same priyaḥ. Mataji. Okay. Adveṣṭā, nonenvious, sarva-bhūtānāṁ, toward all living entities. Maitraḥ, friendly. Karuṇa, kindly. Eva, certainly. Cha, also. Nirmamo, with no sense of proprietorship. Nirahaṅkāraḥ, without false ego. Sama, equal. Dukkha, in distress. Sukha, and happiness. Kṣamī, forgiving. Santuṣṭaḥ, satisfied. Satatam, always. Yogī, one engaged in devotion. Yata-ātmā, self-control. dṛḍha-niścayaḥ, with determination. Mayy, upon me. Arpita, engaged. Manaḥ, mind. Buddhiḥ, and intelligence. One who. mad-bhaktaḥ, my devotee. Sa, he. Me, to me. Priyaḥ, dear. Anuvad, okay. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki. One who is not envious, but is a kind friend to all living entities, who does not think himself a proprietor and is free from false ego, who is equal in both happiness and distress, who is tolerant, always satisfied, self-controlled, and engaged in devotional service with determination. His mind and intelligence fixed on me. Such a devotee of mine is very dear to me. Please repeat. One who is not envious, but is a kind friend to all living entities, who does not think himself a proprietor and is free from false ego, who is equal in both happiness and distress, who is tolerant, always satisfied, self-controlled, and engaged in devotional service with determination. His mind and intelligence fixed on me. Such a devotee of mine is very dear to me. Purport. Coming again to the point of pure devotional service, the Lord is describing the transcendental qualifications of a pure devotee in these two verses. A pure devotee is never disturbed in any circumstances, nor is he envious of anyone, nor does a devotee become his enemy's enemy. He thinks this person is acting as my enemy due to my own past misdeeds. So it is better to suffer than to protest. In the Mad-bhaktaḥ 10.14.8 it is stated, Tattenukampa susumikṣamano bhunjan evatmakatam vipakam. Okay. So whenever a devotee is in distress or has fallen into difficulty, he thinks that is the Lord's mercy upon him. He thinks, thanks to my past misdeeds, I should suffer far, far greater than I am suffering now. So it is by the mercy of Supreme Lord that I am not getting all the punishment I am due. I am just getting a little by the mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Therefore, he is always calm, quiet, and patient, despite many distressful conditions. A devotee is also always kind to everyone, even to his enemy. Nirmamo means that a devotee does not attach much importance to the pains and trouble pertaining to the body, because he knows perfectly well that he is not the material body. He does not identify with the body. Therefore, he is freed from the conception of false ego and equipoised in happiness and distress. He is tolerant and is satisfied with whatever comes by the grace of the Supreme Lord. He does not endeavor much to achieve something with great difficulty. Therefore, he is always joyful. He is a completely perfect mystic because he is fixed in the instructions received from the spiritual master. And because his senses are controlled, he is determined. He is not swayed by false arguments. Because no one can lead him from the fixed determination of devotional service. He is fully conscious that Krishna is the eternal Lord. No one can disturb him. So all these qualifications enable him to fix his mind, intelligence entirely on the Supreme Lord. Such a standard of devotional service is undoubtedly very rare. But a devotee becomes situated in that stage by following the regulatory principles of devotional service. Furthermore, the Lord says that such a devotee is very dear to him. For the Lord is always pleased with all his activities in full Krishna consciousness. Om Ajnana-timirandhasya Jnananjana-shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Shri Chaitanya-mano-bhishtam Itam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupakadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavasya Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Sarva-bhūtānāṁ Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vitascha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Din Bandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Hari Priya Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya evacha Patitanam Nebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So, reading the translation again. One who is not envious but is a kind friend of all living entities, who does not think himself a proprietor and is free from false ego, who is equal in both happiness and distress, who is tolerant, always satisfied, self-controlled and engaged in devotional service with determination, his mind and intelligence fixed on me. Such a devotee of mine is very dear to me. So here Krishna in this chapter 12, because in the very beginning when Krishna was asked that who is better between the two, what two? Arjuna asked. Arjuna inquired, which are considered to be more perfect, those who are always properly engaged in your devotional service, or those who worship the impersonal Brahman, the unmanifested? So that was the beginning of this chapter, the question. And this chapter is the smallest chapter in Bhagavad Gita, only 20 verses, but the chapter title is Devotional Service, Bhakti Yoga. So the point here is that Krishna says further down in the discussion that klesho diktarastesham asakta avyakta chetsam avyaktaigate dukham tevavi parivapyate, means those who are attached to my impersonal, unmanifest form, they get very klesha. klesho adhiktarastesham. Why klesha? Because we are embodied and we need somebody embodied to interact. Otherwise, how would we interact? Because we are in a body. We need somebody to accept food, to accept service from us. Then reciprocation is there. So important thing is exchange. With the, like for example, I'm eating my dinner and my wife, she's bringing chapati one by one and I'm eating. And suddenly, if she becomes impersonal, like unmanifest, so chapatis are coming, but my wife I can't see. So it becomes like ghostly. It's like I will be scared that chapatis are coming, but I can't see my wife. So that's very uncomfortable situation. Very uncomfortable, very difficult to manage. How can you manage a situation where somebody is with you, but not you can't see him? So how you can see the smile on the face? You can, okay, if somebody may laugh, ha ha ha, but can't, it's not visible. It will become horrible. It will become horrible, like, oh my God, you will get scared. So that's the point, that's the klesha. So then further on, in the chapter, Krishna is trying to bring people to the point of devotional service, because the name of the chapter is devotional service. And devotion, like, bhakti means two, love means two, Krishna and you. So we need two people to interact, to love, to appreciate, to reciprocate. So Krishna says later on, but those who worship me, giving up all their activities unto me, and being devoted to me without deviation, engaged in devotional service, and always meditating upon me, having fixed their minds upon me, O Sarva-bhūtānāṁ, for them I am the swift deliverer from the ocean of birth and death. So Krishna is giving such a big guarantee. But Krishna knew right away, right there, that there may be some people who might not be comfortable doing that, who might not be advanced enough to surrender completely, think of Krishna all the time. So then Krishna gives an option. Okay, if you cannot do that, then what do? Just fix your mind upon me, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and engage all your intelligence in me. Thus you will live in me always, without a doubt. So we will become atma-sat. We will become one in our activities, one in our desires, one in our thoughts. One doesn't mean you merge in Krishna. That is finished. That's a kind of spiritual suicide. You finished your existence. So then, my dear Arjuna, O winner of wealth, if you cannot fix your mind upon me, so Krishna is giving another option. If you cannot fix your mind upon me without deviation, then follow the regulative principles of Bhakti Yoga. In this way, develop a desire to attain me. So the point here is that you start. Rupa Goswami in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu mentioned that Ado Shraddha, Tata Sadhu Sangha, Tata Bhajan Kriya, Anatrivitti, Nishtha Ruchi, Asakti, Bhava Prema, all these stages are there. So in the beginning we associate with devotees, then we get taste, we serve under the guidance. So this is called follow the regulative principles. Regulative principles means 4-16-4. We rise 4 o'clock in the morning, chant good 16 rounds, automatically 4 regulative principles will be in place because we have chanted good enough. And we are there in the Mangalarti. Mangalarti we shouldn't miss, we cannot miss. That's what Prabhupada mentioned. So in that way, under the guidance of senior devotees, spiritual masters, GBC, heads, temple presidents, under their guidance we begin to serve. Sometimes they may not like our idea of service, then they will say, don't do it. So we should stop instead of getting into ego, because this comes to like pridelessness. Ego is very difficult. The bigger you think yourself, the bigger ego you have, slight things may hurt you too much, because you are thinking yourself a big person. In that big thinking, like for example, if you chastise a child, don't do this, he won't feel offended. He's a child. He was playing, and after some time he will play again. So, but if some mischievous is being done by a very senior, mature, reputed person, and if somebody chastises that person, then it becomes very difficult to tolerate. I have seen one time His Holiness Gopal Krishna Maharaj. I was in Vancouver, and he saw a sannyasi. I won't take name. He saw a sannyasi without danda. And Maharaj said, Maharaj, where is your danda? Then Maharaj gave some reason why not. And he said, my room, this and that. But he was chastised. He is senior sannyasi. Chastised by another senior sannyasi. Very difficult because of ego. The moment we begin to think, I am big, that's the beginning of downfall. That is the hardest part. We should be ready for chastisement, we should be ready for correction at any stage in our life in devotional service or any other situation. So then Krishna says to Arjuna, okay, my dear Arjuna, winner of wealth, Dhananjaya, if you cannot fix your mind upon me without deviation, then follow the regulative principles of Bhakti Yoga, then the regulative principles. And then Krishna says further, if you cannot practice regulations of Bhakti Yoga, another option. So Krishna is giving choice again. If you cannot follow regulations of Bhakti Yoga, then just try to work for me. Because by working for me, you will come to the perfect stage. Like if we plan to do something in our life, like a job, in the job, you write a program, computer science. And if you are thinking that you are writing for yourself and you are in charge, you are taking the control, you are master, you can do it. If program runs, you will become proud. If it doesn't run, you feel depressed. But if you think, I am writing it for Krishna, whatever will be the outcome, whatever will be the situation, it will go to Krishna. So then, all the reactions of not having or having it, that will be taken by Krishna and will be clean chit. We have no tension. Krishna, if you want this to work, make it work. 3 times maximum. You can try something. If something doesn't happen 3 times, it means don't do it. Over endeavor. Like atyahara priyasa prajalpa niyamagraha. So niyamagraha, Rupa Goswami explained, niyam agraha, niyam agraha. Following rules and regulations, not at all, or following too much. Both are there. So the point here is that we have to follow regulations, we have to follow things, but we don't want to be too much attached to all those things. So Krishna is giving option that you can work for me. Work for me means karmanyavadikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana ma karam phal hetu bhumata sangasta karmani. You do your work and offer the results to me. Leave result upon me. Outcome you leave on me. That's how you become peaceful. Sometimes somebody may say, I worked hard day and night, and now I'm going to get a paycheck, and at that paycheck, I will give it to ISKCON or Prabhupada or to devotees or devote service. Why should I do that? I worked hard day and night. But then, when you don't get it, when you are thinking to enjoy yourself, and you don't get it, you feel depressed. And if you are from day one, from the very beginning, you are thinking it's for Krishna, then if it doesn't happen, you never mind. If it happens, you never mind. Sama-duḥkha-sukhaḥ dhiram, somrat tattvaya kalpate. Same thing came here. In the distress and happiness, you stay the same thing. Very difficult. Very difficult. And the realizations, they may come as you move along in the life. Like, I'm 66 years old right now, and when I was 17-year-old, at that time I had certain experiences, distresses, and I felt like something bad happened to my life. But after 50 years passed, I see that wasn't bad. That was in fact good for me. I was driving a car and I was going, there was speed limit like 75 miles an hour, and I was driving 90 miles an hour. Why? Because it was like night time, 9:30, and we were sleepy, children were sleepy, and everyone was saying, when we will reach to the motel. I was driving. Then suddenly a police car came behind me, flashing light, siren. I stopped. He pulled me, he gave me a ticket of $98. What was the result? I was very sleepy, I was very tired, I was driving with high speed, I could get into an accident. Krishna saved me with the ticket. Then I became fully conscious, fully awakened because I got a ticket now. So sometimes we get punishment, sometimes we get some reactions. That's for good for us. It's like if somebody is throwing gold coins on you like this, will you say don't throw? You will say throw it, no worries. I will get hurt, but it's okay because they are gold coins. Similarly, if we get difficulties, we get pain, good for us. At some point in your life, you will realize that was good. Believe it or not. Something good will come out of it because Krishna will never put you in any difficulty. Krishna doesn't want to hurt you. Krishna doesn't want to give you pain. Seemingly it will feel pain. Tattenukampa susamikshmano bhunjan evatma kratam vipakam hadvaga vapurva vidhan namaste jivete mukti padesa dai bhag. Why? Dai bhag. Padesa dai bhag. As long as he lives, jivete mukti. He is liberated day one because he is not thinking of himself. Jivete mukti padesa dai bhag. Dai bhag means rightful claim. He become entitled. For what? To achieve love of Godhead, to go back to Godhead. Like son of a billionaire, he is sitting. He does nothing. Father is saying, go to shop, sit down there, sign some checks, collect the money, bring it to me by sitting. Father, you are nikamma. Okay, I'm fine. I do nothing. But he doesn't leave his father. At the end, my father dies, who will get the money? All money will become his without doing anything. Similarly, devotees are always fully dependent on Krishna. They do not worry about the outcome. Sometimes we think how to balance. On one hand, I am dependent on Krishna. On the other hand, I have to do something. So Prabhupada did very nice balance. He would endeavor very, very hard opening the centers, making devotees, preaching Krishna conscious movement. He will work very hard day and night. But he knew the art at what point I should stop. How do we know it in our own life? Where do we stop? How do we stop? If we get disturbed to the extent that we can't chant our rounds, we can't rise in the morning, we can't follow regularity principles, we are always fighting, quarreling, we are always cursing everyone, we are cursing God, cursing wife, cursing children, then it becomes horrible. So when we get to that situation that we are so much attached that we begin to feel and begin to make to feel again all others also, in that situation we have to stop. We have to review our effort, review our situation, where I am at, what I am doing, what I was thinking, it is not working. Krishna will play a role. Like I remember in 1992, almost 32 years back, 33 years back, I was thinking of going to America, but I was very busy. I was scientist in National Institute of Hydrology, Roorkee, and I was trying to go to America because I got some grant from there, from NASA. So I was thinking that I will go now. So they asked me, okay, you are coming, but we have given you a grant because your project was good, but we want you to pass at least TOEFL exam, test of English as a foreign language, TOEFL. And out of 800, you have to get 550. That's the minimum requirement. And I couldn't find time to study, very busy. I was organizing secretary for a seminar in my job, and I was inviting delegates, and exam date is coming up. I couldn't study much. So many things I had to fix to be able to go. So when the result came, how many marks did I get? I still have that scorecard with me, 550. That was the requirement. If I got 549, no. If I got more than 550 and above, okay. I got just 550, just enough to make it. Then I realized Krishna wants me to go. Because he is just giving me hint. You are not qualified, but I am putting this number for you and you go. So the point is, these are some of the hints that we get in our life that something is working, something is not working. So we try to find a clue in those things and never get disturbed. Satyanukampa. If we find some difficulty, we understand that it's anukampa, Krishna's mercy that I'm in a difficult situation. Because he wants me to rise above those dukha thing. That's why Krishna adjusts things around us. In all the tough and favorable situations, if anyone is able to see the hand of Krishna, he is most advanced devotee. In all circumstances, Krishna's plan. Krishna's plan. Krishna doesn't want this. Krishna wants me to work hard on this. So we have to adjust ourselves. So now here, if however you are unable to work in this consciousness of me, then try to act giving up all results of your work and try to be situated. Basically, Krishna wants us to do something, not just eating, mating, sleeping, defending. Ahar, nidra, bhai, maitunam. Krishna wants us to rise above some platforms from sense gratification. He is trying to engage us. So he is asking you, just offer results to me. Okay, now next verse he says, okay, if you cannot take to this practice also, not offer to me, then engage yourself in cultivation of knowledge. Better than knowledge, however, is a meditation. And better than meditation is renunciation of the fruits of action. For by such renunciation, one can attain peace of mind. So he's saying that you engage in cultivation of knowledge, gyan, not when any yoga ladder, in the beginning we have a vikam, bad karma, we get into the cycle of birth and death. But when we rise above that cycle of birth and death, then we are doing karma yoga. If we do not ultimately rise from that yoga platform of karma yoga to jnana yoga, to dhyana yoga, to bhakti yoga, if we continue to rise, go finally to bhakti yoga, we are right track, we are in yogi. We are good yogi, karma yogi, jnana yogi, dhyana yogi, bhakti yogi. But if we get stuck at that platform, then what happens? I'm jnana yogi, but I don't want to move further. Then become jnana kanda. Karma yoga become karma kanda. So the point is, because you are stuck there, you are not moving further on yoga ladder. Or the best option is, you're right taking elevator, instead of going through stairs, you're right on the elevator, topmost platform, bhakti yoga. Done. In that situation, nothing much to do. Just work for Krishna. Engage your senses, engage your mind, engage your job, intelligence, family, everything. Very easy, in fact. Very practical. It's not that Krishna is asking something for himself. He's saying, good for you. This practice will be good for you. You will become tension free. So now, here in this verse, adveṣṭā sarva-bhūtānāṁ. So, like the probably yesterday in the morning Bhagavatam class, Sarveshwar Prabhu was giving English Bhagavatam class, and one devotee asked at the end, Maharaj, who is a pure devotee? Then, Prabhuji, who is pure devotee? Prabhuji explained like Vacho Vegam, Manasa Krodh Vegam, Jiva Vegam, Udarupastha Vegam, Etar Vegam, Vishedhira Sarvama Vipratimta Sishyat. Like those who can control these 6 urges. Vacho Vegam, Manasa Krodh Vegam, Jiva Vegam, Udarupastha Vegam. So those who can control these, they are a pure devotee. They can take guru, they can become guru. 6 things we have to control. Then Janardhan Maharaj was also sitting there. He also added a point that is good. Somebody may have those 6 things. They are Pachavegam, Manasa, Krodvegam, Jiva Vegam. They can control all of those urges. But there's one thing which is good, which is also required, is non-enviousness. If you are envious, then all those 6 qualities or 6 things will run into ashes. So non-enviousness. If we see somebody doing more service, somebody is doing more, getting more welcome, more jai-jaikar, and then we begin to think, how come? How come he can get such a respect? I'm a respected person. Then we begin to fall down. So here, adveṣṭā. And then this enviousness is sarva-bhūtānāṁ. Not for all living entities, we are not envious. We want them to live. We want them to go through their life. We don't want to interrupt their cycle by killing them, by eating them, by hurting them, by disrupting their cycle. And maitraḥ. So very important point here, maitraḥ. Friend to everyone. But all these good qualities, they are nice. We should have them. But the problem is how to hang on to that platform. Friendship. Krishna says, Suhradam sarva-bhūtānāṁ. I am friend to all. And now, devotees are also, the advanced devotee like Prabhupada, friend to all. He went so far, suffered so much, did so much preaching for the benefit of the whole world. Why? He is Suhrada sarva-bhūtānāṁ. So the point here is, all these qualities are incomplete, insufficient, and not stable unless we bring Krishna in the center. Like for example, I am talking to my wife on my mobile. Hello, how are you? Okay. So I am talking to her, but the link to her is via satellite. Similarly, we are doing things. I am Surda, I am helping people, I am serving society, but the main connection is Krishna. I am doing that for Krishna. And the biggest friendship is when, like I am a friend of somebody, and we meet, we enjoy, we drink, eat, sleep together, having fun, good time, driving around, having nice scenery, beautiful hill stations. But real friendship means that we take that person towards Krishna. Like I had so many my college friends, and we had kind of all kinds of time situations. But now that they know I am in ISKCON, I am in Krishna conscious movement now. So when I talk to them, I talk about Krishna. I order Bhagavatam for them, get money from them, pay to BPT. That's how we interact now. And sometimes they say, oh, you were so naughty, we had so much fun here and there. So I say the song. आज पुरानी राहों से कोई मुझे आवाज़ न दे. Don't give me any voice, don't call me anymore for those things which we were doing in our young age. So the main point is, I don't want to fall back into those things wherefrom I have moved on. Athartha Brahma Jigyasa. So when I learned that, now it's time to move on towards Krishna, towards Brahma, towards the spiritual life, devotional life. So when I decided that, I don't want to go back. I don't want to go back to all those nonsense habits like not going to temple, not chanting rounds, or not reading Bhagavad Gita. Now I got that, so I don't want to go back. So whenever I talk to them, like still some of my friends, after 40 years, 50 years, they go for drinking together, having meet, graduation, year this, all friends are meeting, and they're all going for drinking and eating. So I don't go anymore. And the reason is very clear, because I can't stand all of that. So the point here is that we are friend with everyone, like Krishna, but our goal is to give them Krishna. We do not want to become our enemy's enemy. Somebody may hurt us, somebody may give us some pain, so we take it as our own karma. And we do not tit for tat. Enemy is enemy. We don't want to hurt anyone just because they hurt us. Just because they have hurt us. So the point here is, we want to be friend to everyone without any condition, like Krishna. He is Surya for us without any condition. Unconditional love he is doing. He is giving us unconditional love. So he is not putting any condition. Like rain is falling everywhere. On concrete, on sea, ocean, rivers, trees, plants, rain is falling everywhere. Similarly, Krishna's mercy is coming for everyone. But who is appreciating more? Crop, land, but what about concrete? Just become runoff. No absorption. So those who have become hard-hearted like concrete, they can't see mercy of Krishna. But those who are advanced, those who are receptive of the mercy, and how we feel that mercy coming, how we become receptive? By chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare. Like for example, sometimes we go on book distribution and our kirtan party, they stay with us, so they do kirtan. Like in Western countries, everywhere where the devotee goes for book distribution. Like I was in Montreal one time, Bhakti-Marg Swami was there. So Bhakti-Marg Maharaj said, okay, let's go out. So he made nice 2 rows for ladies and then 2 rows behind of men, and they were all going, chanting. And then some of the devotees, they would get out of the line, they are very trained, and they will show the books to the people. Why? Why simultaneously book distribution, kirtan going on? Because those who are hearing this chanting, their heart becomes open. Kirtan is must before you start doing any book distribution. Or if you do that, then you give the book in their hands. So book will have some effect on their body, on their mind. There's a trick like Vijay Prabhu, the book distribution minister of the whole ISKCON, worldwide ISKCON. And I had fortune to be with him many times. So we were, he asked me to give a ride and take him around in the town for book distribution. I said, what a fortune. Why? Because I'm learning how to distribute books. And Prabhu will rise in the morning, 2 o'clock, chant all 16 good rounds, all nice bugged up, and he will go. And like the Wendy's store, like there are drive-through breakfast or lunch, McDonald's or all these, they serve like drive-through. So people go in the line, and on the window, menu is being served. So what they order online, they get a number, and that order is being processed within the restaurant, and when their turn comes, they tell the number, immediately order is delivered. But because long queue, so what Prabhu will do, he got off the vehicle, he took Bhagavad Gita and handed over to all the drivers, like 20 Bhagavad Gita, gave like this. And they're waiting. What they will do, they will simply just turn the pages like this, that, oh, okay, book will work. So I've seen him gave 20 Bhagavad Gitas in a row to all the 20 waiting cars. And when he reached at the very end, he started coming back and collected $20 from everyone. I'm a traveling monk. We distribute these books on yoga meditation. This will change your life. Please read it. In the beginning, there may be some Sanskrit, some armies fighting like that, but later on, you will get the philosophy of life. And he began collecting money. At the very end, he came with $400 in his hand. Power. Unbelievable power. Like we were driving with him one time from Boise, Idaho to Utah, Salt Lake City for our Festival of India program in Spanish Fork. They make a big 40-foot Ravana, electronic arrow, shooting thousands of people are chanting and dancing on stage. So we were going to that festival, and we had our congregation, 15, 20 people in our minibus, and we stopped to take gasoline, petrol, at some station. We were putting gas in, some people bought chips like that. In the meantime, Vijay Prabhu and his another accomplished devotee, Jai Prabhu. So Jai Vijay, we call them Jai Vijay. So they were so expert, they got off. We are putting gas. In the meantime, they distributed 4 Bhagavad Gitas, 1 to the owner of the store, 3 to those who are putting gas in the vehicles like that. So within just 5 minutes, 4 Bhagavad Gita gone. Purity. Purity is the force. Whenever he would come to our town from Los Angeles in his camper, how would we know that he's coming? A big truck will stop in front of temple. In truck, the driver, because they have some crane system, they will detach and take the big carrot out. 2,000 Bhagavad Gita. Got down, he drove that inside the temple, put there, take signature, and go. We understood like Vijay Prabhu is coming. And then he arrives in his camper driving, because he can't carry 2,000 Bhagavad Gita in his camper himself. You need a truck. And within a week, he finished them all. Phenomenal! 2,000 Bhagavad Gita. I have seen him. He's sitting, doing his round, putting his hand on his head like this. People will come, he will just say, hey, they take this Bhagavad Gita, show some picture, yoga, meditation, life comes from life, this. And people will take. You can give any donation, just to reprint again, that's all. People will give, sometimes people give $50, $100 like that. Sometimes people empty their purse, take everything. So much impression, so much power. And he keeps record of all the worldwide temples of ISKCON, how much books have been distributed from this temple, that temple. Then he publishes a newsletter every month, monthly scores of various temples all over the world. Who is on top, who is on, like that. So the point here is, the whole point here is that we are friend of everyone. We do not become nirmamo, nirahaṅkāraḥ. Nirmama means me and mine, like a nirmama. Nirmam word generally is used, okay, it's almost time there. Nirmama is generally used for like somebody killed somebody, nirmamaḥ, killed nirmama. Means he did not at all think that this person has little connection with me. I have no connection with him, I killed him. So here, nirmamo, I do not want to have this kind of mentality that this is mine. No possessiveness, nirmama. Nirahaṅkāraḥ, no false ego. Sama-duḥkha-sukhaḥ, I am equal. Kṣamī, forgiving. Like santuṣṭaḥ. Santuṣṭaḥ is like one time I was listening a class, somebody, I forgot name. The person who was giving class said, whatever husband or wife you got, just be satisfied. It's your karma. Don't try to change it. That's why I have seen. There was one devotee, and he divorced first wife, then he divorced second wife. And Maharaj said, don't do it. Something in you. Don't say in them. Because this is third time you are heading for third marriage. Find out yourself what is wrong with you, that you are going through all of this. So the main point is satisfied, santuṣṭaḥ. Whatever prasadam came, just be satisfied. Satatam yogī yatātmā dṛḍha-niścayaḥ. Dṛḍha-niścayaḥ, always fix the determination. I am Krishna conscious person. I am doing Krishna consciousness, executing Krishna consciousness. There may be some difficulties, but I won't feel deviation. I won't feel disturbed. Like apratihata. Never checked by any. Apratihata means never checked by any material conditions. Ahatuki means no motive, no cause. I have no reason. Krishna, you are supreme, I am your servant, finish. Whatever you want, what do you want? Like father, who is a millionaire. His son, one son became nalayak. He left father. An older son goes out and brings him back. Father loves them both. But he would appreciate the older son more that he brought my naughty son back. Similarly, when we distribute books, when we bring people to Krishna consciousness, when we preach, Krishna is pleased. Na cha tasmāt manusyeshu kaśchit me priyakritama. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, nobody is more dear to me than he who tells about me to others. That's why book distribution is the topmost service. However, in a temple, there are some book distributors, there are some pujaris, there are some cooks. Everything is needed. And ultimately, everyone get benefit same thing. So, here, mayy arpita-mano-buddhir. So, become my devotee, serve me, try to be with me, try to think of me. So, that's what Krishna is trying to emphasize in this verse, in this chapter, devotional service, that first in the beginning, no impersonal. We want personal service, we want personal engagement. And then engage in practical devotional service. That will bring up gradually to the topmost platform of pure devotional service. We cannot become pure devotee right day one. It takes time. It takes like a mango, unripened, broken, taken from the tree. You have to keep it properly. It will become ripened. So our bhakti in the beginning may be as hard and sour like a mango, green. But after some time, it becomes sweet. So we have to wait until that point. Do not leave, do not quit. Sometimes we may get chastised, sometimes we may get kicked out even from the temple. Sometimes we are kicked out from the sevas also. But do not give your chanting, do not give, and apologize. Like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he kicked out one Brahmana. He was hiding. And Advaita said, oh, he lives on milk and very austere. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, no, I don't want him here. He apologized that, sorry, Prabhu, I made a mistake, I attended your kirtan, but I love them. Then Mahaprabhu allowed. Because he apologized. Right there, he allowed, right there. So always, when we ask for apology, who can in the whole world will not forgive you? Just, even though it is not your mistake, just, I'm sorry. I didn't want to do it. I didn't mean it. There may be some misunderstanding, but I will not do it again. I will not. So thank you very much again. And I appreciate for all your time and hearing and patience. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,